the thing came here was something very simple, because all of us, we want to do our businesses, we want to do everything. But when I started this business 15 years ago, you see, I felt that while if we do not grow personally in our abilities and our emotions and our capabilities of doing things, then a lot of us, we find restrictions, and we are looking for everywhere. And there were lots of people who were spending lots of money going to these expensive courses of 5,000 and 10,000 and 15,000, and getting into these silly loans for those courses, where of course I could afford them, and I've done those courses. So I said, why not I tries to doing those things which I've learned over the period of time, to pass it on to the people, but free of charge. And the reason is something very simple, because all of us, we are here for doing a business, but our business, you have to understand, is depending on our abilities to do things. And those abilities, some of the abilities which are necessary are, for example, a discipline. Discipline is a necessity. There's a necessity of learning new things like PowerPoints and speaking powers and testimonies and hosting. And even this is a direct event. And look, I mean, people are so shy, they're not coming on the camera either. So coming on the cameras, I normally call the people, I said, I don't mind having ghosts in my life. And if you're too beautiful or too ugly, you're afraid that my screen is going to break, don't worry. I can afford to buy another screen. So please show your face. Now, that's a different story. If you don't want to show your face, I don't mind talking to a black screen, because I don't even know if I'm connected. So things happen. Things happen. There have been things happening. And I've seen people who could not even say a single word, going to a next level, a great level. I don't know if she'll be able to connect this today. And this lady, she's this little girl. I mean, she's a girl. I am not sure about her, under 30, I think. And she's connecting from a city called Pakistan, Lahore. Her name is Ghazala. And it's amazing, because during these trainings, I mean, she's from one of those places where she didn't have too many facilities to get on the course. So she would tell me, today I'm sitting in a rickshaw. I don't know if you know what's a rickshaw. It's a small two-wheeler, and she sits in there, connects with a mobile phone and takes notes. And I said, why are you sitting there? She says, because there are too many people at home, and we live in a small home, just 2 rooms, and we're like 8-10 people, so there's too much noise. And then once I heard, I said, where's these chicken noise coming in? And it was she was there. And then, now that's only when taking the notes, but at the same time, she's learned how to host, she learned how to public speak, she learned how to put the PowerPoints on, she learned how to do the presentation. And once she was doing a presentation, and the internet went off completely, live things happen. And then how do you handle those things? Do you have a team behind you who's helping you and telling you? It also teaches you if you're disciplined enough to be on time, because if, for example, if you're supposed, something is supposed to start at like today, for example, if it was supposed to start at 6:20 and you're supposed to be on the call at 6:10 or 6 o'clock, are you disciplined enough? Are responsible enough to be connected at the right time? Because you have a responsibility to do things. And people have been doing it. People have been learning these facilities. Then certain people, they do not, you see, they're not comfortable talking on the phone. And we got to talk to the customers on the phone. People, then they have how to contact people, even small details like getting dressed. I mean, we talk about how to get dressed for business and how to. I really, really feel proud of everybody who's going to graduate today, that they have managed to do it. Because when we started this course, one of the condition was that it is important for you to participate. And they were supposed to send us some reports and some things, and some people send it and some people forget it, but it's okay. But we do understand the human limitations. So what we did was, I said, if anybody fulfills the conditions, 75%, I will consider it as graduating for this thing to go to the next level. And so I call it like you've just finished the first year of your college, and you still have like 6, 7 years, 8 years more to go before you become a professional. Like I've got people like who are IT experts, and I've got people like Professor Douglas Juru is here. He's a professor, and I'm an engineer myself. And we've spent 5, 6, 7 years studying and doing the thing. So keeping that in mind, the idea is this, that your success, not only in this business, but in life, depends on how you grow. You learn small things step by step, one step at a time. So having said that, for example, I mean, it was great to be on the call. I'm so happy. I want the graduates to understand a few things. All of you, you have received, what do you call it? You have received a certificate. You have a certificate. Now, this certificate is something very important. I want you to recognize that. And it is important for two reasons. It is important for you because we've got, my wife and I, we've got lots of certificates, and I have certificates from my Air Force times and from my airline times. And if you go to a doctor, you see the doctors are putting their certificates there. And if you go to a lawyer's place and you see this, why do they put them there? They put them there because they feel confidence. It provides them confidence saying, I did it. Because do you remember when you were in universities or colleges or something? I mean, you're not getting anything in return. On the contrary, you're spending some money to learn something, to become something, so that once you become something, you will be able to get something. So this is the same case here, that what the whole idea is to make you become something, like making you a better person so that you can participate, you can learn, you have coaching, you have mentors here, and they're going to be teaching and guiding you and telling you, but in all the abilities which you have to do. So you have done it. So I'm talking to the graduates today. I want you to feel proud. I want you to feel that you have sacrificed. I want you to feel that you ran to get onto the internet and connected. I want you to feel that 7 days a week getting into the training. I want you to see you were responsible. I want you to see that you sacrificed. I want you to see that, yes, you people deserve it and you're strong enough. It's a very important milestone for you, because also this has made you a different person. Because some of the people I've seen them doing the presentations and trainings and all that stuff, and I look at them and I say, my God, I wish they could see themselves when they started. The first time somebody was giving a hosting, or sometime first time giving a testimony, and first time trying, I don't know how this works. I mean, let me tell my internet, my telephone, my iPad, my iPhone doesn't work, and all that, getting nervous. And we all think we know everything, but when we start doing it reality, we figure out, we learn that all these things are learned. You people have managed to do it. You people have managed to learn it. Now, this is not the end of it. I'm glad all of you have already doing the further for the next course, which will end on 30th of September. You're already there, started on 1st of July. But today is the graduation for what you have done up till now. I want you to understand, and I want you to feel proud of it. I want you to feel proud of it. I want you to take out the certificate, print it, frame it, put it in a wall, just like I've got thousands of them here at home. And because every time you feel down, every time somebody tells you you're not doing anything, or somebody's telling you that you're not worth anything, just look at the certificate. He says, you have no idea. You have not sacrificed Mr. Bukhari. He is the toughest man available. And I managed to stay with him. Because those of you who know that, you know that I say the things the way I say it. So you have graduated. Congratulations. So having said that, I would like to hear you people say more, because I speak a lot, and I will keep on speaking. But I just want you to say congratulations. Your sacrifice has given fruit to you. You might not see yourself how you have grown, but yes, from outside, we who saw you from the first go, we have seen you grow. We've seen you improving in your presentations. We have seen you doing the trainings. We have seen you the way you talk. We have seen you way you're conducting yourself. We see you how you dress yourself, and we see how you talk and see, and all those things we see. And there's a change. You are not the same person what you were the day you started. And I promise you one thing, You will not be the same person when you go to the next one in 90 days when we get together again and have another graduation. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call the first person. So the first person who is coming, who's part of this graduation, but there are people in this graduation who've taken active part in organizing, and they have been very important to us. And this lady, I have known her online, virtually. Some of the people I know them personally, but her, I've known her online since this COVID time, and we have become great friends. And I call her my little sister, and we have our chats, and she does a fantastic job. I will be ever so grateful to her for her support, for organizing the things and everything. So congratulations, my little sister, Susan Daphne Bartlett. Please, can you tell us something? How did you feel and what did you do?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Buhari, for this great opportunity. This whole program has enhanced my confidence, made me more disciplined, and having to present and train, I had to learn about the subject in depth, and that's augmented my knowledge and my experience. Jenny reminded me a while ago of the time when I was so excited I forgot to turn my microphone on and I started training. So it's very embarrassing at that time, but you know, it's part of learning, and I really look forward to be a more accomplished trainer, presenter, and of course a more accomplished entrepreneur. Thank you very much, and back and over to you.
Thank you very much, Daphne. I know as soon as Jenny is over, she's going to hand you over again. And Daphne is one of the people who's going to take you through this whole ceremony today. I just wanted to have the honor of presenting two important people. I've already presented one of them, who's been a great help, and not help, I should say, these two people are the real thing about doing all these things and everything they do, and I'm so grateful. So one was Daphne, and the next person I'm going to say to come on, and congratulations for your graduations. You made it, and I know I one of the people I've seen major change is this lady here. I know the way she was and the way she is now. As a matter of fact, I've seen some changes in Daphne too. So let's please give a big hand to Jenny Ersmith.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buhari. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. Yes, I mean, there has, even I can recognize it because I've never had an opportunity before where I can be learning and there is the demand to put it into action as we go along. And that has really made the difference. I've been on so many personal development courses, but the difference is that this one daily, I've been able to apply what I've been learning. And so my confidence has grown. We've had fun learning Zoom in this year of technology. My goodness, who hasn't learned some technology this year? Some of the funny things that happened, you know, when you play around with tools, and I realized I'd put on some highlighted my eyebrows and my lips, and they were not, the internet was not so strong enough. They were moving in a different direction from the way I was actually speaking, so I had to learn to turn that one off. And you know, just I'm so looking forward to doing more of this, helping more people, reaching out to more people. And thank you very much, sir, for allowing me through this course to be myself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Jenny. And it was a pleasure having you. Guys, let me tell you, it's an emotional stuff. You see, it's an emotional stuff because we learn as we go. And let me tell you something important to each one of them. All of us, we have our capacities. Some of us, we learn fast. Some of us, we learn slow. Some of us, but I have learned something very important, that to be a trainer, what is important for you to have is patience. You see, think about it. A trainer is a teacher. A teacher has to be able to ensure that the person who's learning manages to learn. So most of the people, they have taken extraordinary efforts to prepare themselves, read the books, go through the things. So I want you to understand, whenever they're doing something, they're doing some trainings and courses, behind them, they have also spent some time in learning. So they have, like, for a training of an hour, they have already spent another extra hour for the sake of the people, so that people should get the right image, get the right information, do the right things. So it is amazing to see that, and these two ladies have done fantastic. So from now, for what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it over to the Daphne, who will take over as the host now, and I'm going to sit and enjoy myself and listen to the people's testimony, how they felt about it, and what have they learned, and any jokes or any funny things that happened to them during the course, and what are their plans in future, and how emotionally, how do you feel? How do you feel? Because a lot of people, they didn't have confidence, and now they have more confidence. The emotional part is very important. So thank you very much, Daphne. I give it to you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Buhari. And massive congratulations to everyone here who's made it to be the recipient of the next certificate. And I would love to invite our next recipient, Mrs. Lucky Akinola. Can you kindly share with us your journey?
Thank you very much, Daphne and Jenny and Mr. Bash Bukhari. Thank you very much. I'm so honored to be graduating at the top of this class. Now, for me, what I've learned is leadership and presentation skills. It has really built my self-confidence. And something funny that has happened is when you've prepared your slides and Zoom decides to go on a break. And for me, the next step is paying it forward and sharing my experience with others. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you very much, Lucky. We wish you a great journey ahead. And our next recipient, Jenny, is Pamela Anderson. Pamela, can you please put your microphone on and share with us your journey and what you intend to do next? All right, probably Pamela's not here. Jenny, can we have the next person? Our following beneficiary of this certificate is Mr. Francis Augustine. Over to you, Francis.
Hi, sorry, I can't. Can you hear me, Daphne?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly, Francis.
Yeah, sorry, I can't put my camera on. I'm on the move. But, okay, I have learned so much, because even when we were speaking, there was so much nerves that would come out sometimes. Sometimes, you could even forget your name. So now with the consistency of, doing it over and over and over again, doing the preparation before the meeting, I've learned that you need to prepare before the meeting so that you can have a good, you can display what you need to display a lot easier. So you run it through your brain before. So, I feel a lot more confident. I'm grateful for the system. I haven't got no funny moments yet, but my aim is to help as many people to find their own self and getting the ability to have that conversation so that people can understand what we are doing. Thanks once again, Daphne.
Thank you, Francis. And our upcoming recipient is Donna Barrow. Donna, if you're here, can you kindly unmute yourself, and we would like to hear from you. Right.
Good evening, Daphne. Good evening to everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. So my first is what I've learned. I've learned in life you cannot change your life until you change your mindset. And the second one is how it made me feel. How it made me feel when I got to know that is that what I could say is don't just be obsessed with yourself and with your goals. You cannot go far with a man who only thinks of himself. You need to show interest in the lives of others. And something funny is one day I invited my friend to a Zoom, and she, every time I go to her house, she keep, coming on to the Zoom. And when she heard Professor Douglas, she said, oh, this professor, he's always saying something. He's never quiet. I said, that's our professor for you. And what next for me is I begin to think about my strength and my weaknesses and decide to change what is not working for me. Thank you for the opportunity. Back to you, Daphne.
Thank you very much, Donna, and congratulations once again. And
Thank you, ma'am.
our following recipient is Marufo Bello. Over to you, Marufo. Will kindly share with us your journey. Is Marufo here? All right, can we go on to the next succeeding recipient, please, Jenny? It's Lady Sandra Burton. Lady Sandra Burton, we would love to hear from you. If you kindly unmute yourself.
Yes, good evening, everybody. I just want to thank you for inviting me to this virtual platform. Just want to thank our leaders, Mr. Bash Bakari, Mr. Douglas Drew. Thank you, Daphne and Jenny and everybody. And I want to start like this. I'm going to be different. Friends, Roman countrymen, lend me your ear. This evening, I'm going to tell you about what I learned on this amazing course. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about others. I learned about leadership skills. I learned about the skills that's needed in order to progress in in our businesses. And I also learned life skills as well. How I felt while I was doing this course is sometimes I did feel as if, I'm going to be honest, like, oh, it's too much. How am I going to do that? Make that that flyer and stuff like that. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, as I started to do with a bit of faith and information, I started doing flyers. I started getting involved with other things that we need to do. So this has pushed me to realize that I have more potential inside of me. Something funny that happened, me and Mrs. Sujuru, we were one time doing the Zoom, and I had just got back in from hospital. So Sue gave me the host, but I had problems with my computer. So at the time, as she gave me the host, I was logging out. So guess what happened? Everybody was logged off the Zoom. Luckily, we came back on. So that was something that we learned about Zoom. Do not give up the controls unless you're sure. What I'm planning to do in the future is continue to help as much people as possible who need my help and also my team members to move forward so that we can achieve our goals, our dreams, and our aspirations in this blessed company. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lady Sandra Burton. Congratulations once again. And our upcoming recipient of the next, it's Mr. Clive Burton. Clive, if you're here, would you like to share with us, give us the punch after what Lady Sandra Burton has shared with us? We look forward to yours.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Thank you, Daphne, Bash, Doug, everybody who has put this thing together. One moment. See, this is a funny moment. The light's getting into my face. Yes, this has been a challenge for me because most of you know that I work nights, and sometimes you saw me, but basically I was on autopilot because I've learned that, you know, to succeed in life, you've got to make a sacrifice. And it's not just about you and your feelings, but, you know, if there's a cause worthy enough, I think it was worth me staying up and doing what I had to do to impart my knowledge and experience onto others. Because if the vision dies with you, it's not good enough. It's got to live on. As I said, funny thing that happened on the way, there's lots of funny things, but for now, nothing really striking. And as I said, with the future, I intend to pass on to as much people as possible the knowledge and the wisdom that I've learned from my mentors, so that other people could be as blessed and knowledgeable as us. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clive Burton. With that, we have Lady Amanda Coleman next. Is Lady Amanda Coleman here, all the way from United States? Right, probably she's not here. Can we move on then, please, Mrs. Aerosmith? And our next beneficiary of this certificate of completion is Adita Janeka.
Wow,
Welcome, Adita.
I feel blessed. I feel happy. I feel like honored. I learned a lot. I'm a different person I have been. And it's changing fully your mindset. Be with you is like be with family. I'm proud to be with you. And I'm looking forward to make changes not only in my life, every people which around me, surround me. And I'm so happy to be with you. It's like a big honor. And I cannot imagine, I didn't expect the call. So I'm very, very happy. And I feel very, very proud and blessed. And bless you all, I can say. I love you all and I feel like your family. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you. Well, our following receiver of this amazing certificate is Mr. Emmanuel T. Dangare. Emmanuel, if you're here, kindly share with us your journey and your aspiration.
Hello, good evening.
We hear you loud and clear, Emmanuel.
Yes, thank you very much for the platform. Again, this is one of the excitements I've faced, that when it comes to doing Zoom calls, something comes up as a little challenge here and there. Most of the time it's been the internet, but admittedly, I've also had to work on my own skills in terms of using things like social media. Oftentimes I've been talking away, really enjoying the topic, and then it so happens that people can't hear me. Either I've put myself out of the Zoom, or I've muted myself. So that's been the learning curve, and it's still an ongoing learning curve. I'm still enjoying the challenge, and just knowing that we in a new era. We've had all these sort of challenges in the past year, but it's been very refreshing to know that we are in a business where we are able to look at positives and move on in life and still achieve success despite one or two challenges. My passion in the area of business is the personal development. I really enjoy being able to share, being able to learn. I find I learn a lot from other winners. So I really say thank you to all the other winners around. Of course, we've got our leaders, Mr. Bash Buhari, Mr. Doug Juru, who I appreciate very much. So thank you again, once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed myself listening to all of you. And our succeeding receiver of the next certificate is none other than Sarah Dangare.
Hey, Daphne, thank you so much. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much to our leaders, Mr. Bash Buhari, Mr. Doug Juru, yourself, Daphne, and Jenny Arrowsmith for putting this amazing program together. I know you've been working really hard. Thank you. We appreciate everything that you're doing. So this program for me has really taught me how to, first of all, I never knew how to present. So I learned to start with create a Zoom account, learned how to effectively host a meeting and present using the slides on the Zoom. So this has really helped to build my confidence as far as hosting and presenting is concerned. I've also learned that I can do anything. I have the courage that nothing is impossible. As long as I put my heart to it, I can do anything, and I'm really proud of myself. Something funny that happened to me is during one of the trainings, I was hosting a meeting and I was supposed to be talking about the next person and invite them. So I forgot the person that I was going to introduce to train, and I was like, oh my goodness me, who am I introducing and what's their name? So that was really funny for me. And what's next for me is I'm focused on the 90-day game plan. So my eyes are on it, and I'm really set up, and it's time for me to Goya, like what Mr. James Adams said. So I am going to Goya. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for sharing. And our upcoming receiver is Mr. Hikmat Avari.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. I do appreciate what you've done, especially Jenny asked me, Mr. Bash, before you through, and Daphne as well. You're doing amazing work. I do appreciate your work. About this course, I've learned a lot, especially is the easiest thing to do for me now, just to pick up the phone, call anyone. I overcome the fear of making phone calls, which I've done about 2,000 calls through this course, and also I felt really challenging. I love challenges because in a challenge you grow and you also develop. At the same time, you build your confidence. So the funny thing that happened to me when I was making phone calls through this phone call, someone, because I was getting referral for each phone call, someone was going to give me the number. I told him, let me tell you this, you lied to me about this number, right? This is not right, anybody's number. You're just telling me from your heart. He said, yes, I'm lying to you. I said, that's really cool. And this, I understood you're lying. About the future plan, especially for the next course, I'm fully ready and prepared for my next step, and especially helping my team and brand new people to join us to develop and also grow to achieve success in business and also in life. I absolutely love it. I do appreciate your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Right, our upcoming award goes to Mr. Makboda, all the way from, is JM here? JM, would you like to say this in French?
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Daphne. Of course, an honor. Certificat de fin de formation à être attribué à l'ingénieur et à l'entrepreneur indépendant, Monsieur Marc Boda. Marc, est-ce que tu es sur l'appel?
Oui, je suis sur l'appel. Bonsoir, bonsoir à tous.
Bonsoir. En 30 secondes, s'il te plaît, quelque chose de court et de beau. Merci.
OK. Je suis Marc Boda, je viens en Allemagne, je suis content de formation. Vraiment, je suis très content de ce diplôme-là.
Marc Boda, I live in Germany. I'm super glad to have this certificate.
Et vraiment, après, on veut former pour pouvoir atteindre les objectifs que je me suis fixés dans les 90 jours. Merci.
So he's learned a lot and really looking forward to achieving his objectives within the next 90 days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mark Boda, and congratulations once again. And next on is also from France. So it is JM. Would you like to have the honor, please?
Yes, thank you so much. Again, the recipient here is Ms. Adelaide Njinga. Adelaide, are you on the call? Just very quick. I'm not sure Adelaide is on the call.
Okay.
Adelaide, all the way from Belgium. Thank you. All
right. Okay. If Adelaide is not here, Mrs. Aerosmith, can we go on to the next?
Yeah.
Oh, our next person. Very, very, very close to our heart is Mr. George Fomba. George, we would like to invite you to give us, your account of your journey in this training program. Over to you, George.
Wow, what can I say? I'm just so excited to have been through this. I'd really like to thank Mr. Buhari and the professor and you two ladies, for all the help you've given us. What I've learned, it's really almost, I would say, immeasurable, because I've learned that, you can do anything you put your heart to. literally anything. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the your education, absolutely does not matter. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Something which I've never really known, that we're so multi-talented. You know, I feel so emboldened right now to go ahead and not just help myself, but to help as many people that, you know, care to, not just in the field of network marketing, but in any field whatsoever. The only really funny thing that really happened during this last session is, I think on one occasion, I didn't realize that I was still on camera, and I probably walked away, and yeah, I had to go and open the door, but I got that I was still on camera. I thought I clicked on the button to turn off my camera. Yeah, well, that's the way these things happen. Thank you. No, plan for the future, I really, you know, with so much effort that's been put in by Mr. Buhari, I really want to go ahead and become your student. I would really love to be in a position where I can say I was a student of this man and point towards him and really just sing your praises and say, yeah, I was one of his students. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fomba. And the pursuing receiver of our next certificate is Mr. Edwidge Fomo.
Thank you so much, Daphne. Edwidge is not in position to be on the phone right now, so she's not present on the call.
Okay, all right. So,
all the way from the UK. Miss Edwidge Fomo.
Oh, Miss Edwidge Fomo. So my apologies. And next, none other than Mr. Jean-Michel Guono.
Oh, that's me. Looks like we've left the best in the middle of the pack. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daphne. And really, I think my hat goes off to all the teams around making this thing work. Second to best to Mr. Douglas Juru, and the best of the best, Mr. Bash Buhari. Ever so grateful for what you put in. I'm so grateful to have received this certificate. What I really learned on the course of this is that I've learned what a true leader is and working really hard towards it. I've learned how to make leaders, and I've started making leaders. And it is absolutely fantastic. The feeling is great. When you see people doing things that you agreed that they were going to do and be able to work and produce results, that's absolutely fantastic. And I think there is no better joy than that. Now, what's really funny is that some people that when I spoke to in the first place, they said, JM, I will do this thing, but never put me in front of a camera or a microphone. I say, yeah, no problem. But today I've got to train a whole week to run to catch them and get my microphone back. So literally, it's extraordinary what you see in this business. So Nano, thank you so much, Jenny, for the fantastic job you're doing here. And thank you, everybody. You've been all the way together with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-Michel. Consequently, we have with us today Halima Haruna. Over to you, Halima.
I just heard she's not here with us today,
Right.
but congratulations.
Okay, congratulations, Halima. And we'll have our next recipient, which is Miss Jennifer Iranen.
Good
Jennifer?
evening, everybody. Yes. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I do not take it for granted. Thank you very much for this opportunity to be in this amazing business. It has actually transformed my life, my skills. I especially thank my amazing mentor, Professor Juro. He has been amazing. He brought out something that I didn't know I had, and I actually appreciate him for that. Thank you very much, Mr. Bash Buhari. Thank you very much. It is an honor. This man, Art of Gold, I do not take it for granted because I had to channel my mindset to know a lot about myself, and it has been an amazing journey for me to get there. And these 90 days, I'm actually looking forward to it, for me to build my skill more and for me to be able to do an amazing and phenomenal work in this amazing platform. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. And our succeeding recipient is Rolly Jordan. I believe Rolly's not here today, so we'll have the next person then, Mrs. Aerosmith. Mrs. Susan Juru. Over to you, Susan.
Thank you so much, Daphne, and a big thank you to Mr. Bahari and of course my husband, Mr. Juru. And yeah, congratulations each and everyone who has achieved their accomplishment themselves. So yeah, what a celebration graduating after the past 12 months. And for me, a roller coaster ride. You know, many ups and downs throughout the journey. You know, wanted to quit several times. So what have I learned? You know, I've learned that we have power with Zoom. We have power that there are no borders, no boundaries when we have this Zoom technology, and the importance of preparation. And that together we can change this world that we live in and make it a much better place for our future generations. So I'm excited to continue with my passion of helping other people. And, you know, with Zoom, we've had so many challenges. As a co-host, been responsible for turning off cameras when we've seen people in circumstances that they wouldn't want to be in, you know, dressing, undressing, toilet use. So yeah, it's quite a responsibility, keeping an eye on what other people are up to. And for the future, to continue to grow myself personally so that I can help other people. So thank you, and back to you, Daphne.
Thank you and congratulations, Sue. Next, we have with us Grace Camden. Congratulations and over to you, Grace. We'll have JM. JM, would you like to call Grace on?
Grace Camden is not present on the forum right now, Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Then we'll go on to our pursuing beneficiary of the next certificate, which is Miss Miriam Kapahai. Miriam, over to you.
Right, I think Miriam is connected, but according to the system, audio is having problems.
Okay, all right then, Jenny, let's move on.
Yeah, maybe we can come back to Miriam. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we have with us our succeeding receiver, Mr. Cal Han. Over to you, Cal. I see them together. So yes, Cal is here. So over to you, Cal.
Can we do ours together, Daphne, if that's okay?
Absolutely. So it's Touch Khan and Cal Khan.
Yay. We both would like to say a huge thank you to Mr. Bash Bahari for taking us under his wing. We would also like to say a huge thank you to our Professor Douglas Juru, and we would like to say a huge thank you to Jenny Arrowsmith, mom of ACN, and also to you, Daphne. So thank you very much to you all.
We've learned to work as a team. We grew together personally and professionally.
And we felt overjoyed to be part of the ever-growing ACN global family.
We haven't had any funny moments. We always had a great laugh and a giggle when being trained by Mr. Bash Bakari and his one-liners.
We were going to give example, but we won't. So our future plan is to put everything that we've learned into practice and encourage other people to join something that we've been part of for the last year as well. And we just want to take everything and run with it and grow our business globally. And what I've learned is that I didn't know what the mind can perceive and believe the mind can achieve. So thank you very much to you all.
Thank you very much for the double act. I love it. So now our next successive recipient is Cassandra Ayaho Colley. Cassandra, you here? Can you share your journey with us, please?
Yes, she did. She did.
Thank you very
confirm.
much. Thank you very much. I'm really privileged to be here.
Go ahead, Cassandra.
Can you hear me, please?
We can.
Okay. I would like to say a very big thank you to Mr. Bash Bahari Mr. Douglas Drew for his encouragement, and I would say big thank you for the upliners. I know for a long time I've not been here because I've been solving some issues, and I'm glad to be part of this great team. I've learned a lot, and I'm so glad being executive team leader, you know, and I know if I follow the procedure, very soon I'm going to be ROD. And I'm so grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations once again. Our upcoming receiver of the next certificate is none other than Maureen Makanza. Maureen, if you're here, can you please unmute yourself and share with us your journey and your aspiration?
Not here.
Is Maureen here?
I don't think so. And I don't think John Matthews is here.
Right, congratulations. Even if you're not here, Maureen, John Matthews, massive congratulations to the both of you. I'm sure you'll be able to print out your certificate. And Rebecca Matthews, if she's here, we would like to invite you to this amazing platform to share with us your thoughts and your journey. No, Jenny. Nathalie Bowie. JM, would you like to take this in French?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course, absolutely. Nathalie, are you on the call? Nathalie, tu l'avais sur l'appel? Just having a quick scan. Probably going to say congratulations, Nathalie. Félicitations, Nathalie. She's not on the call at this moment in time.
Okay, so we'll have the next recipient of next. It's Mandla Lilo. Mandla, I think I saw Mandla a while ago.
Yes, I'm here, Daphne. Thank you very much for your smiles. They are really, really wonder. Thank you for keeping us smiling. Thank you, Jane, for your beauty and for your face. You are the face of, and above all, I'd like to thank Bash Buhari and my professor, my brother, and my everything. Thank you for, because I come from an understanding of the how costly it is, what they are giving to us, and the time they give to make us as wise as we are. We are standing on the shoulders of the great, and we cannot fail. What I've learned really, I've learned to relate with people, to work with people, to understand people. This has brought confidence to myself. And now what I can do, I can only be great. I really have decided to continue learning because learning never ends. And I know where learning ends, death begins. So I'm not going to entertain. So I'm going to carry on learning and to also to share the information that I have learned with my leaders. It has been a great journey, and I know we can only end. We are great because of the great leaders. We are standing on a great man. So thank you very much, everybody, for being so wonderful. My mind is different. I'm a different man, transformed by the knowledge that I've been given by my tutors. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so excited. I can only imagine now where we are and where we are going. Truly, is beyond imagination. Jane, thank you very much. Daf, thank you very much. Buhari, thank you very much. Professor, you are the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And consequently, we have with us Heather Patricia Mangoni. Can we have you on, please, Heather? Congratulations.
Thank you very much and good evening. Firstly, I'd like to thank the professor and our senior vice president, Mr. Bash Buhari, for helping me show out someone that was inside me that I didn't know myself, the confidence that they gave me, telling me that I can do things that I never thought in my mind that I could ever achieve this. And I want to thank you, Daphne, Jenny, for all that you play behind the scenes. You are awesome ladies. What I've learned is a lot, it's too much, but I've learned about this business. I've also learned personal skills I can now relate even much better with my own family, my children. I can relate much better even at work, all because of this system and all this training which is here is more than just for the business. It's also life skills, and I'm so ever grateful for this system. What's funny in my journey is when I'm presenting or hosting and my kids are trying to be on the screen, then in as much as I'm trying to hide them, I'm trying to appear normal on the screen. That is, and I really enjoy that. So now I'll just try, I'll go out there and share this joy and share this opportunity, because it's just more than business. It's also a life skill for relating with anywhere, anybody, and I'm going to help others find out who is in them, all that potential to come out, and so that they can just help their own families and just do their best and live their life the best way. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Heather, for sharing that with us. I gather you'll be sharing this certificate with your children, our would-be leaders. And next on our list is none other than Patience Madoni. I think she's not here today, so we'll go on to the next beneficiary of the next certificate is Dalina Muyambo. Over to you, Dalina. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much to my leaders. And I want to thank His Excellency, the Chancellor of the University, that is Senior Vice President Bash Bohari. And I want to thank also, I think it's the Dean, I'm not sure, Professor Douglas Gill, and the ladies who've worked so, I don't know, just you work so much. I just appreciate you helping with the university like that. So thank you very much, Daphne and Jenny. It's said that people die at 65, but at 25, they are buried at 65. The only constant that there is in life is change. So this university here has taught me how to change and how to actually accept change as part of life. And the personal development that I have learned through this system and being compensated for it is amazing. The funny thing is, someone said to me, "Why are you lying?" They don't know what I know, that we are born with greatness in us. And that greatness has to be while we have this gift of life. And I am confessing what I know. So one time I stood up to dance to the music and I didn't know my camera was already, it was still on. And someone said, those were great moves. My future plan is to see others win. I have a passion to see other people win. Every time somebody wins, whether they are working directly with me or somebody, I just feel a warmth. And to change lives and the trajectory of those families, to touch the unborn, because people are going to leave legacy. That's just amazing. We are only aware of what we know. And all of a sudden, I'm so passionate about people being hacked because I see it every day now, but it was happening probably before. And to be able to bring a solution is amazing. So this is an award-winning training where I have developed myself so much that people who knew me before may not recognize me now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again. The Pursuing Award goes to Olive Mortia. I hope
Wow. Thank you so much excitement in the air. Thank you so much. First, my leaders, Mr. Bash Bohari, Professor Juru, and Jenny, and Daphne, and all of us in the Success Training School. I'm so glad today to receive my certificate, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I didn't know I had presenting skills. I've gained so much confidence. I've learned all things are possible if we put our hearts into it, and also to balance life, and also to learn that the price of success is paying in advance in full. I'm so excited. And funny thing happened. One time I was presenting, I was the only one in the house. Then I had a knock on the door. It was a postman. I almost ran off. I actually literally stood up, but remembered quickly and sat back. So you can imagine. Otherwise, what next for me is to continue going higher and higher and to help others, because it's about teamwork, and teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for sharing with us your amazing story. And our upcoming receiver is Mr. Patrick Julia.
Patrick Njoya, all the way from France. Patrick Njoya, depuis la France, félicitations. Just cross-checking if Patrick is on the call. Patrick Njoya, il n'est pas sur l'appel. He's not on the call tonight. Problems to connect. He was aware.
Okay. Thank you very much. And next on our list is Blessing Nyakonda. Over to you, Blessing, and congratulations. Is Blessing here? Can we check? No. And it's Nicole Ogola next. Congratulations, Nicole. Would you like to share with us your story, your thoughts, and your aspiration?
Félicitations, Nicole, depuis la France. Nicole, depuis la France. Nicole from France. Nicole Ogula. Nicole Ogula is not on the call right now. I cannot see her on the
We'll
call.
have the next person then. Thank you, JM. Mrs. Marian Olonade Taiwu, my great friend, you are the next beneficiary of this certificate of completion. It's over to you now. I saw Marian away a while ago. Marian, would you like to unmute yourself, please?
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Wow. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say, because I'm going to thank a lot of people here, all my leaders, and starting from, Mr. Bash Buhari, the man with the heart of gold. I cannot, forget, every little thing that he has been doing for me, and I'm so grateful. And also Professor Juru, because in fact, it's amazing. He's a man with a heart of gold also, because if not for him, what I've learned about confidence, about reading, I wouldn't have, so I am most grateful. And also I'm grateful to you, my dear, I don't know how to describe you, believe it honestly. You are my mentor, mentor of mentors, because you have always been there every moment, I call upon you, you are there. And whatever Mrs. Jenny Arrowsmith, so in fact, she's a woman with a heart of gold also, and Susan Jura, and also my leader of leaders also, which is, Delina Muyambo, Pat. How many will I count? So thank you so much, and all those people that we are training together. In fact, I've learned a lot, reading how to prepare PowerPoint, training, presenting, and in fact, confident enhancement. And it's so fun looking back, recanting several errors, that I might have made, such as forgetting what to do next, when problem arose. And then the next thing for me to do is, I believe that learning is a continuous exercise, and that I'm excited now, really. I'm very proud of myself and confident, to start building my team and to teach new independent business owners coming into the organization, to take the best advantage of this fast bonus of 5,005. I'm really excited about that, 5,000 for a new independent business owner to become a regional director. Isn't that amazing? Well, thank you so much. I'm most grateful. It's very kind of you.
Thank you very much. As we are very well aware of time, can we please keep all our testimony to less than 30 seconds? I thank you for your cooperation. And our next recipient of the certificate of completion is none other than Mr. Thruvasagam Palanivelu. Over to you, Thiru. Thiru, you here? Is Thiru not here then? Okay, Jenny, can we go on to the next person, please? Upcoming is none other than, oh my word, it's Hilgard Petziza Lizio. Wow, I really want to hear from this person. Congratulations, and over to you, Hilgard.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, I don't know where to start.
Don't worry.
I just know that I am unique. This business has taught me who I am, where I'm coming from. I thank my mentors, my leader, Mr. Bash Bohari, and Mr. Douglas Juro, because to start with a person who doesn't know anything, even to put the Zoom, even the video on my phone, but they kept on saying, you are able, you are able. And honestly speaking, I can now present, I can host, I can also train. Wow. From Norway. You know, the funny thing, I still remember when I was being taught to use the laptop, you know, Mr. Forba had to spend 2 hours because I didn't know what is browse. I didn't know what is a PowerPoint. It was just 0, but he was so patient. Then the other day, Mr. Bash said, you send me your message, your why. I had to write and send it to him. He couldn't read some of my words. Then he told me to put it on a voice message. I was in a prayer for the whole nation. I can say all the people in our church. It was on a Saturday. I saw the message of Mr. Bash around 10 to say that I should put it on a voice message. I was in a prayer. I forgot I didn't mute myself. Then I started telling Mr. Bash the message. And I went in tears. All the people in the prayer, they thought I was asking for it was a prayer request, my message. Yet I was sending it to Mr. Bash. After that, they started to say, who is this? Can you please say your name out? Oh my God. I had to tell the bishop after because they'd call me. People of God, this business is for those who are like me, who doesn't know. Because I was told, even by children, they said, we don't know how to talk to people. I can now teach them. I wish I could see the young generation. My aim is for the young generation to get this and run with it because it will change their life. It's nice to go to school, but this is for your life, for your freedom of time and money. Thank you, Mr. Bash and Mr. Douglas Jr. and the whole team. Those who are so patient to teach me, to tell me I am able to do it, and I can now do it. I am unstoppable. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hilgard. You don't know how much you inspire me. And next on is with us is Miss Eleanor Peary. If you're here, Eleanor, would you like to share with us your thoughts and what your future will be?
Thank you so much, Daphne. Thank you so much to our leaders, Mr. Bash and Professor Douglas Juru. Thank you for you, Daphne and Jenny, for your inspiration, for the way you work behind the scenes. And I've learned a lot, and I'm becoming the leader that I intend to be. And I know now how to present. I've got that confidence, and I can help others do the same. So it's just the preparation behind the scenes before you present, just prepare enough. And I've learned to become coachable and also learn the skill of the art and the skill of presenting. And I'm still learning. And it's really good that you just follow the system. The system is already there. Follow the system. What did I, what made me laugh at one time? I forgot the name of the person I was introducing. So maybe others didn't. So I stumbled, but well, that's life. And that was funny. And also now is to teach others. I'm learning to develop myself, self-development, continue developing myself, continue helping others, teach others what I've learned. And that is my aspirations. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Eleanor. Congratulations once again. And our upcoming assignee to the next certificate is Sophia Pussy. Sophia, if you're here, would you like to unmute yourself and address us your thoughts and your future plans? Right, Jenny, we would like to go on to our next recipient. Mr. Oscar Torres Salgado, we would love to hear from you. Share with us your thoughts and what your future plans are. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Daphne. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much. Yes. So what I have learned, well, first of all, thank you everyone, from Mr. Bash Buhari, Professor Douglas Yuru, Jenny, yourself, Daphne, Lucky, and everyone in the team. So I really thank you, everyone. So what I learned about leadership, personal development, and by learning that, I have learned about myself as well, which I think is very important. I learned about integrity, generosity, the power of a team. And also I learned how amazing our leaders are as well. I learned about presenting, feel confident on that. I did feel welcomed, appreciated, valued, honored, encouraged, challenged, and respected. A funny moment, I have a few, because I have to do my presentations in Spanish, and thank you, Mr. Bash Buhari, for encouraging me to do this. In this presentation, one of the funny things was my little son, he's 5, well, now 6 years old. He was behind me in one of these presentations, and he farted. He farted, and that was a funny moment. I don't think nobody knows, but it was funny for me. And also that I asked a leader in Spain to help me to do a presentation one day, and she explained about the compensation plan, and she said by having 250 online shops with 50 services, instead of earning 11,000 pounds, she said you earn 11 pounds. She wasn't quite familiar with the British currency, so that was a funny moment. And my daughter also dancing with the introducing song of ACN while I was presenting, so that was a funny moment. And for the future, you'll keep learning, keep growing, pushing myself for something bigger. Thank you very much. Daphne, back to you.
Thank you very much, Oscar, and I wish you well. Our next recipient is Ghazala Sarda, all the way from Pakistan. Ghazala, if you're here, could you please unmute yourself and share with us your journey, your thoughts, and your future plans?
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Over to you.
Thanks a lot for this opportunity. I'm very excited and very emotional today. I haven't words to express my feelings. This training has taught me a lot of things. It taught me to communicate across the world in a foreign language. I learned IT skills during exchanging slides. I learned how to face challenges of life. My confidence level is also improved. Now I feel I am best. I can do everything. I have ability to accept challenges. The funny things is happened once I felt difficulty to correct pronunciation of our mentor. So I requested to Uncle Bash to send me their names in Urdu fonts. I'm very grateful for him. He's playing a great role in my life. I also grateful to Miss Jani for her collaborations. Now I am going to start my next training for 90 days because I want to become better and better. And thank you very much, Daphne. Over back to you.
Thank you very much, Ghazala. I wish you all the very best in your journey.
Thank
And successively, we have with us today Muena Cefalino. Muena, if you're here, we would like to hear from you. Can you kindly share with us your journey, your success? Oh no, oh, he's not here. All right, then we have with us none other than my good friend Noma Zibindi. Noma, you are here, aren't you, Noma?
Yes, I'm
Sorry,
I'm right here. I'm right here, Sister Daphne. Thank you very much for the platform. Good evening, everyone. I just want to appreciate all my great leaders, highly esteemed Mr. Bashi said. I thank you so much for bringing this to us. Mr. Juru, you are really something, say, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Jenny. You are a mother of nations. Thank you so much, Daphne. Thank you for everybody, the family of ACN. I appreciate you. I have learned so much. I have learned the 7 skills which they've made me to become a woman who God has called me to become. And these 7 skills, really, I'm just loving it. How I felt so great, so valued. I'm feeling like the way I was welcomed with the open hands in ACN. Amazing. What I have really, what made me to be the person who can work as a team and produce results. The other thing is something which happened, which was really fun during our training when my granddaughter just popped in from school and he was so excited, started telling me stories while I was on a presentation. It was just so funny for me to just hug her and just welcome her to be part of the presentation. The other thing which I'm taking here is duplication and impacting everybody with what I've learned. Thank you so much. Back to you, Sister Daphne, and well done.
Thank you very much. And upcoming is Cefalino. I understand that he's here. Over to you.
Yes, I'm here.
Can I just have a quick word, guys? Sorry, we are already over time. So I'm going to ask that just by being here, your gratitude, we get it. And, you know, we really appreciate. So if you can just stick with your 30-second testimonial, that will help because we don't know who's on the call who may have to go. Okay, so we want everybody to have a chance to be heard. Thank you, Monia.
Okay.
Thank you, Daphne.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My thanks goes to to our leaders. I know standing on the shoulders of leaders is very important, and you know, they have just enhanced in me the 3 things: becoming, doing, and having. These 3 things have been enhanced in me. That is what I've learned in this. And you know, I've been emphasizing that this is ACN University, and it has become a reality that indeed I can have a certificate. Yeah, I'm honored actually. I'm honored for the leaders, and I thank you. And one funny thing I said, I was training on very short. And at the end, I was supposed to put on a video, but unfortunately something went wrong. And I just said, guys, next time. And the last thing is, next is, you know, as we are standing on the shoulders of leaders, I wanted someday people to stand on my shoulders. That is what I want, just to really teach others what I've learned. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Monia, and congratulations once again.
Thank
and
you so
next
much.
we have with us today is Mr. Joseph signing. Is JM, are you here to take this?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daphne. Congratulations to Joseph signing. Félicitations à Monsieur Joseph Signing. Joseph Signing is not currently connected. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations, Mr. Joseph Signing. If you are not here, we still congratulate you. But we know we do have Mr. Mercantil here. Beg your pardon?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yes, welcome, Mr. Mercantil. You congratulations, and it's over to you now. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And literally thank you to everybody over here, and literally congratulations to everybody who has it his certificate. Really, really, really amazing. So I really want to thank the great leaders. I love them, and they did an amazing job. So the thing that I have learned is discipline, really hard discipline, and also to remove all the thoughts that I have by calling people and just do the stuff that I had to do. So it really made me feel amazing, empowered, and that I can do everything that I had to do to go further to the next step. And something funny that happened is that because of my excitement and everything that was going on, 2 times it happened that I called Mr. Bukhari for the 5 minutes call, literally 1 hour early in his private time. So yes, that is something that has happened, Evan. But yeah, he still took up the phone, and it was really nice to talk with him. Really amazing. And what is next for me is that I really want to bring all the knowledge that I have gained and all the courage that I've gained and bring it to all new people and all the people that I already know. So thank you. I want to give it back to you, Daphne.
Thank you very much, Merkin, and congratulations once again. And we have with us here Olivia Umagbolo.
Yeah.
Olivia,
Yeah.
congratulations, and over to you.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Please, I'm very glad to be in this platform. It's an opportunity. I appreciate our leaders, Bashbu Harry and Prophet Juru. You are doing awesome work. Jenny and Defi, you are amazing. Thanks so much. Well, actually, I've learned that patience and consistency is a must if you want to have a successful business. What I've learned here, I've learned how to present and host. I'm an author. I've written some books. What I learned here helped me so much in my book launch in February. So one of the best book launch I had. It was awesome. And my future here is I like to teach. I like to mentor others. I believe as more as I keep learning, I will have to impact others, because I know when I help others and they succeed, my success is inevitable. May God bless you all. Bye. Thanks.
Thank you and congratulations. Successively, let me congratulate Mr. Gideon Umukoro. Gideon, we would love to hear from you if you can just unmute yourself and give us 30 seconds of your time.
Thanks so much, Daphne. I'm just overwhelmed, full of excitement. I want to thank Mr. Bukhari, Professor Juru, Daphne, and Jenny for all you have done and still doing. I have grown from that person who will be on the call and not say one word to somebody who now presents. And of course, I'm still growing. I love this feeling of confidence that has developed. Thanks so much for the work you have put in. Funny thing that happened on one of the leadership training, I was supposed to take the lead. And before we knew it, my system, what I prepared just disappeared. And thanks to the leaders, one of them stepped in, Jenny stepped in and helped in that situation. It was embarrassing and funny, and I've learned my lessons. I want to, as a matter of fact, impact this knowledge and encouragement to others too in the future. I want to be a motivational speaker to help people know that, look, there is so much greatness inside you, and we need to bring this out. Mine was brought out. So thanks so much to you leaders. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you. Well done and congratulations. Now we have, consequently, we have Mr. Wambui Wamugunda. And we have...
Thank you, Daphne.
Wambui, sorry, it's Miss Wambui. Yeah, over to you. We would love to hear from you.
Thank you. I've learned a lot on this training. A lot of you may not know that I'm not a very confident person. I'm quite shy. So one of the things that I've learned is how to invite people. And that has really given me confidence in inviting people to view the opportunity. I'm not very good at initiating conversations when I make a phone call. So that's the bit that I've learned. So with that, I have gained, or I feel, a really great sense of achievement. My funny moment came when I inevitably touched the effects function on Zoom, and I looked like I had makeup on. I had green lips, green eyebrows, and fortunately, I only had a couple of people on the call, and they saw the funny side of it, but I was able to get out of that situation quite quickly. The last thing I want to share is, looking forward, is I want to keep going, keep learning, keep growing. Yeah, just keep pushing myself and be able to help as many people to reach their full potential as I can. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and congratulations once again. Can we have then Mr. Michael West to give us 30 seconds of his time to share with us his great journey here, as well as what his future plans are. Mr. West, if you're here, can we have you unmute yourself, please? Right, Jenny, would we like to go on to the next person? I think if you've come to the end of your slides, we have with us Lady Amanda Coleman. I saw your message. Unfortunately, your certificate has gone way beyond, but we would love to have you with us, Lady Amanda Coleman, to share with us your excitement. If you could unmute yourself and give us 30 seconds of your time. Over to you, Lady Amanda Coleman.
All right, thank you so much. Greetings, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. I'm here in Orlando, Florida. I'm excited to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I want to thank all the leaders, from Mr. Bash Bukhari, Mr. Doug Juru, Jenny Arrowsmith. If I begin to say names, I'm going to forget someone, but my mum especially is my #1 mentor. She keeps me pushing and making sure I stay connected, because with the time difference, sometimes I miss the time. So I apologize, but I've learned so much. It's helped me not only in my personal life, but in my professional life. And I've got the presentation down, got the invitation down, still learning. People are weird, like Mr. Bash tells us, but I just learned to laugh at what silly things people say, keep pushing. And this community and ACN family, we really are blessed to have one another. So you guys stay encouraged, and thank you again for this certification. And I will continue to grow and share my knowledge with others. Thank you.
Well done and congratulations. And with that, I think that's all that we have for today. And we can't thank Mr. Bash Bukhari enough for all that he's done for us. Also, Mr. Douglas Juru. Without the both of them, we won't have what we have today. But before I hand this back to Mrs. Jenny Arrowsmith, I would like to thank Jenny especially for helping me and for teaching me everything. So thank you very much, Jenny, and it's all back to you now.
Daphne, thank you. You've done a wonderful job, and many thanks to you, and also Mr. Jean-Michel. Iguana, who helped with our French graduates. Awesome. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure now to hand over to our Vice Chancellor of this training, this great training school. He is just a gentleman so special with a big heart. I don't know anybody who works as hard as him to help other people, other than, you know, both the gentlemen we have on this call, both our leaders. But he comes from an educational background, and so I want to bring on, please, Professor Douglas Juru, Regional Vice President, our Vice Chancellor, please, to come and close our graduation ceremony for tonight. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much indeed, Jenny, for introducing me to this wonderful platform. Hello, everyone. I've got a couple of things I want to share with everybody, but they're in 3 parts. I just want to thank the whole award winners here this afternoon. I want to thank the leader, but more importantly, I want to thank the ACN family. So let me get started. My name is Doug Juru. It really is an absolute honor to be able to say what I'm going to share with you this evening. I know time is tight, but I'll make it as much as I can. There is a lot of saying in our organization, folks. The speed of the team is absolutely governed by the speed of the leader. What can I say about our leader, Mr. Buhari? He is a gentleman who has committed himself literally to make sure you and I have got a platform. You and I have got one thing that is really important. Son is excited. There's just one thing that has really taught all of us, which is confidence. When you have confidence, look what you can do to express yourself. You value yourself. You value the people around you. All of a sudden, you absolutely permeate anyway your confidence throughout everybody. So what can I say about Mr. Buhari? They are leaders, folks. We hear many times. There are leaders and leaders and leaders. This gentleman actually is a leader amongst the leaders of leaders. That's one thing. We hear many times, folks. The speed of the leader is governed, the speed of the team is governed by the speed of the team of the leader. Mr. Buhari is the gentleman who's come from far away. He said, I don't care who you are. I'm going to build an Asian nation. There is a Chinese proverb which says, when a tiger dies, it loses his stripes. When a man dies, he loses his name. His name is absolutely in all of us really today. Why is that important? Because he has said himself, he is going to dedicate his life to absolutely helping other people. Knowledge is never power. No, absolute shared knowledge is power. We hear many times, anyway, like in here. So as a leader, that's all I can say really, but there's more I can say. I'm very emotional about this gentleman. I'm grateful. Next comes the team. I want to thank all the award winners today. Do you know something, people? Nothing can actually speak than the people that spoke today, you as the recipients anyway, of what you have gained all throughout all the time that you have been working together. I'm totally a student of Mr. Buhari. But do you know something, folks? They always say, when the student is ready, when all of us are ready, the teacher appears. Bang, Mr. Buhari is here for us. Number 1, let's not take him for granted. Number 2, let's make the best out of him. Number 3, we can only, remember Mr. Great Provenzano say, I don't want to hear what people say. I'm going to watch your feet. I want to see what you do, not what you say. So this team really has come together today. We've had 3 phases so far. There's a team trainer phase that we've had with Mr. Buhari, which all of you have participated. The second phase really is a high focus performance. This really looking at the people that really want to make it big. Now we're on the 3rd phase. This phase is just one of the best of the very best. We hear many times 5 P's, proper preparation prevents poor performance. We've been prepared for this. Mr. Buhari said from the beginning, nearly 15 months ago, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, please let's work together. There's bigger things to come. The timing that you said could never have been so timely. We are so ready for this phase that's coming here. I know it's going to influence talking to the co-founders, but folks, we are ready for this phase, which is the 90-day game plan. The next 90 days, look what's happening in the next 124 days, 120 days. Bang, the camera says, here we are, folks, I'm going to dangle this money in front of you. Every single one of us really here. Don't worry if you've been registered before the 1st of July. It's even better now. There's a saying actually by Jim Rome. He said, look, as a leader, be busy recognizing other people. Don't worry about your recognition. So from today onward, I want each one of us really here, go to work, promote as many executive team leaders, as many as regional directors. They get recognized. You know something, folks? You get recognized, obviously. So going on that saying, there's a big saying that goes as follows. Coming together is the beginning. Working together is progress. Staying together, folks, is success. There's no bigger success than what I can see here today. The things that have been said, folks, I could write books out of all that. But I want to thank you, the people that have dedicated yourself to go to work. We are in a battle, folks. For me, the battle is battle of poverty. You go from poverty to prosperity. Is it going to be easy? No. To have good habits, folks, it's hard to start off with and they're easy to live with. Bad habits, it's very easy to acquire them, but the more important is almost impossible to live with them. I trust all of us really here. We are on good habits. Why is that? We're the common denominator, which is the ASEAN success system. This is the ASEAN family. As we work together, folks, don't worry about your team, this team, that. No, it's a team family ASEAN. When we work collectively, not on one day, no. John Maxwell says, we never grow in one day, folks. We grow daily. Mr. Buhari has given us a package of how to grow every single day, every single minute. So there's no excuse whatsoever. What I like about it is it's a common denominator. Nobody's better than anybody else. This is a family of equality, which means that there's a level playing field for everybody to flourish according to the effort you are prepared to put in. Personally, for me, the next 90 days, matter of fact, is now 87 days now. I'm going to work harder than ever before. Because as a leader, you can't just say, go and do this. No, let's do it. Let's do it. So finally on here, folks, we are all going to be the same people in 5 years, except for two things, folks. The people we meet and the books we read. I can't emphasize, folks, to hear that all of you, like Marian, when Marian, I met Marian as an example, she did not want to read, which actually baffled me. Marian's a teacher. But I bought a book, I sent it to her. Today, I think she's got 9 books with her. Guys, there's nothing more we can impart to people than the art of reading. When people read, people flourish. As people flourish, just like we know before, a nation with no vision soon perish. This nation here is going to live forever. Thank you very much. Back to you, Jenny Arrowsmith and Daphne. I can never thank you too enough, because without you, I don't think I would be even here. Even my quality of me would be less than a quarter of what it is. Girls was very special. Thanks everybody, my dear friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Juru. Thank you so much, Mr. Bash Buhari. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody, families, friends, graduates, congratulations once more. Thank you all for being with us this awesome evening. Have a rest of a fantastic evening, and we look forward to seeing you at the next graduation in 3 months' time, in 90 days' time. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations all.
Congratulations.